Lights, camera, storage, action.
Thank you for speaking to our event, Reseller. Nice having you with us today.
Thank you very much, Chris, for having me with you.
Thank you. We would like to start with a brief about the security threat landscape. What sort of trends have you seen in this region?
That's actually a very good question. So we've been seeing an increase of attacks and threats. Now with the customers adopting the cloud as well, we're looking at cloud being a primary target for the threat actors. And we're seeing a lot of attacks that are going to the cloud. Now we're also looking at customers developing their own cybersecurity strategy, which means that today they're not looking at only the endpoint, they're looking at more of an XDR security rather than just an endpoint security.
Okay.
They're also considering AI in both their XDR but also in their SOC analysis. So they look at technologies like Gen AI to be able to simplify the language by which the SOC analyst can query the data and correlate it.
Okay.
So these are some of the trends that we're seeing today in the Middle East.
Okay. You mentioned AI as one of the major factors that companies are now looking at, and Gitex also, the theme is around AI and everything, right? So in terms of that, how is your presence at the event aligned with the theme of the overall event?
Fantastic. So if you look at it from an XDR perspective, our XDR is AI driven. So our theme has always been AI, based on AI. So our platform uses AI for the protection, detection, and response. In addition to that, what SentinelOne has just released is a technology called Purple AI, which is a Gen AI.
Okay.
That allows a bridge of gaps in terms of skills in cyber security and threat hunting. So what we provide is simple language that the SOC analysts and the cybersecurity specialists use to query the data and correlate it and be able to take an action on the threats.
Okay. Over the past couple of days, you might have had conversations with both customers and partners as well. What sort of trends have you seen in terms of challenges they're facing when it comes to security?
Very good question. So our customers and our partners are looking at security and considering three parts, let's say. So the first one is the tooling, which we definitely look into and fulfill through solution and cybersecurity stack. The second part is the processes, so their ability to build a process that will allow them to have the best security implemented at the customer side. And then the third part, last but not least, is the part related to the people and the skills. So we've been seeing a real shortage of skills in the cybersecurity. It's very difficult to find resources, very expensive resources as well.
Okay.
And our customers and partners have been finding a lot of struggle with that. So some of the discussions that we had were about the technology, but a lot of the discussions that we're having are around the skills and how do we bridge the skills shortage.
Okay. And in terms of opting an XDR solution, what sort of factors should MSSPs consider before going in for a solution?
That's an excellent question. So MSSP has always been a top of mind in this region as well. So a lot of customers are considering managed cybersecurity and a managed platform. One of the things that the MSSPs are looking at is a simple tool that they can integrate within the cybersecurity strategy that they have and be able to respond to the customer requirement using those solutions.
Okay.
What they're also looking at is manageability. So they want to have a solution that is easy to manage, easy to sell and represent in front of a customer, but also very easy to deploy.
Okay.
Because the customers are looking for a perfect deployment and also a solution that allows them to have the right visibility. And in case they have any issues with their cybersecurity, they expect that the partner will be taking care of that.
Okay.
And providing them with a remediation system.
Okay. Through your presence at Gitex, what sort of expectations do you have from the event?
We are looking at reaching out to our customers and partners, making sure that they know about our new releases and our development and our R&D advancement. We are looking at also sharing with them what we do on the XDR space. So we've had a lot of development from just the EDR, endpoint detection and response, towards securing additional vectors. Looking at identity, for instance, which is now a top of mind, which blocks the misuse of credentials, and also the infrastructure defense for the Active Directory and deception-based endpoint protection. And we're also sharing with them what we're doing in terms of cloud security, cloud storage security, and AI. We're also looking for a lot of feedback, because we're shaping the strategy and cyber security strategy that SentinelOne has in the Middle East. And the voice of a customer is very important, and the voice of our partners and alliances is also extremely important in shaping up our strategy.
Thank you for speaking to us. Nice having you with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.